Kcal News, Los Angeles.
Now at 8, Dodgers-Phillies Game 1 of the NLDS lives up to the hype. Now the boys in blue fought back.
Plus, former USC football star Mark Sanchez hospitalized and arrested. What police are saying about the bizarre incident.
And the lights are staying off tonight. The finger pointing by Republicans and Democrats with the federal government still closed. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Hunter Sowards in for Leslie Marine.
And I'm Gio Insignares. Welcome to Kcal News at 8, streaming live on CBS News Los Angeles. First tonight, breaking news, police tape outside the entrance of Six Flags. The park says a medical event happened to one of their guests earlier tonight and that aid was given right away. From Kcal, it looks like there's a person's body laying on the ground. The park did not confirm any death, but said their thoughts are with the guests and their family. But the LA County Sheriff's Office confirms a man died. We'll provide you with updates as we continue to get them.
Some developing news now out of Long Beach. A deadly stabbing investigation is underway. Police say 2 men were stabbed this morning near Temple Avenue and Anaheim Street. 1 man died at the scene. The other is expected to be okay. Now, we just checked within the last hour. The scene is still active. Police say they are detaining a person of interest.
Now to some stunning news. Former USC and NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez hospitalized and arrested after he was stabbed in Indianapolis overnight. Police say Sanchez was stabbed during a fight with another man around 12:30 this morning near a popular nightlife area in downtown Indianapolis. Sanchez is now stable at a hospital. The other man involved suffered lacerations. After reviewing security video, police charged Sanchez with 3 misdemeanors, including battery, unlawful entry of a motor vehicle, and public intoxication. Sanchez works as an NFL analyst for Fox Sports. He was scheduled to broadcast tomorrow's game between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders, but he will no longer work the game. Dodgers fans can relax, at least for one night. Boys in blue were like Rocky Balboa and fought back in Philadelphia to take Game 1 of the NLDS. Now, if you're a fan, you might have been sweating a bit when they went down 3-0 with Shohei Ohtani on the mound.
Oh, man, what a game. The Dodgers, though, crawling back to take Game 1, and it was one big hit that proved to be the difference. Kcal Sports anchor Chris Hayre is taking us through those big moments. Chris, what a nail-biter.
You give high fives, and then instead of usually you'd sit down. And the same pitch he struck Schwarber out on it, just kind of that pitch.
What a performance from the game's greatest player. Phillies lead at 3-2. Hernandez, a high fly ball deep into right center. Got some barrel on that one. It's got some carry, and it is gone. Teoscar Hernandez. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stott pops this one up. This could do it. Over is Muncy into foul grounds, and the Los Angeles Dodgers with a comeback win. Snatch back Game 1.
All right, Chris, thank you. And of course, we are going to continue to follow the Dodgers throughout the playoffs. You can find the latest on the team both here on Kcal News and kcalnews.com.
Another ICE raid at a Southern California car wash, this time in San Pedro. Cell phone video shows federal officers at Lucky 7 Car Wash on Miraflores Avenue and North Gaffey Street. This video was taken around noon today. It's unclear if anyone was arrested. Our assignment desk has reached out to the owner of the car wash as well as ICE. We also have a reporter at the scene. They are now working to learn any more details. And that raid happening at the same time as a large protest against ICE in downtown LA.
That's right. And Kcal News reporter Zach Boedo is showing us thousands of people marched on the 6th Street Bridge, calling for the raids to stop.
We want justice. We want peace.
This passionate group of labor unions and immigration rights advocates shutting down the streets as they march through downtown LA and call for an end to the Trump administration's ramped up immigration enforcement.
We're here today because today we're sending a message that we will not be silenced.
Marching among the crowd, labor leader David Huerta, who was arrested by federal agents at a protest back in June, calling his arrest a crystallizing moment and saying now it's more important than ever to speak up in resistance.
It amplified that the fight that we have, the fight for democracy we have, sadly to say, is against the federal government.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Despite the vocal resistance leading up to Saturday's march, ICE operations have continued across Southern California as federal agents move in on car washes and other small businesses targeting undocumented migrant workers.
Look, we're here to say enough is enough to this administration. Stop attacking workers. Stop attacking immigrants.
The Department of Homeland Security continually saying, in part, under President Trump and Secretary Noem, if you come to the U.S. and break the law, you will face the consequences.
We will not be intimidated. We will stand together to fight for workers' rights and immigrant rights in this city.
State lawmakers just last month passing a group of bills in an attempt to protect schools and hospitals from ICE agents. But one state senator marching through L.A. Saturday says the job is not done and is making a call to action for others to join in on marches like these.
This isn't an immigrant issue. This isn't a worker issue. This is a democracy issue. And so we hope and expect and invite everybody to join these marches.
Reporting in downtown L.A., Zach Boetto, Kcal News.
In other parts of the country tonight, ICE officers met with protests in Chicago, leading to a clash between demonstrators and federal agents. Officers threw gas at the crowds and started arresting protesters. Yesterday, a city official was even taken into custody by ICE agents while demanding to see a warrant for an injured man. She has since been let go, with DHS saying nearly 30 protesters tried breaking into the area the detainee was held.
This is not the first incident, you all. What ICE is doing is exercising violence, physical violence on the people of Chicago.
And one woman was shot by ICE agents after DHS says a group of agents got boxed in by several cars. She drove herself to the hospital for treatment.
Meantime, a federal judge in Oregon has temporarily blocked the Trump administration from deploying the National Guard in Portland. The Defense Department said it was placing 200 members of Oregon's National Guard under federal control for 60 days to protect federal property at locations where protests are happening or likely to happen. Oregon officials have said they do not need or want federal troops there, and deployment of troops would be unconstitutional. We got an update from Chevron on Thursday night's massive fire at the El Segundo refinery and the lingering impacts. Chevron says future flaring is possible as the refinery works to recover from the fire. Flaring is the controlled release of gases, which results in flames shooting from the stacks. Investigators say the fire started in the jet fuel production unit, but are trying to figure out what exactly started the fire.
The federal shutdown is now in day 4 with no end in sight.
White House officials are threatening to fire thousands of federal workers in a move they say is to save money. Willie James Inman explains the finger-pointing happening on both sides.
As the federal government prepares to enter a second week of a shutdown, the finger-pointing between Republicans and Democrats continues.
We're in the midst of a government shutdown that has been caused by Donald Trump and Republicans to inflict further pain on the American people. The government is shut down right now because Donald Trump and Republicans refuse to provide health care to working class Americans.
The motion upon reconsideration is not agreed to.
On Friday, the Senate voted and once again failed to move forward with a short-term spending bill to fund the government until mid-November, extending the shutdown. Democrats want more health care funding, including an extension of affordable health care tax credits.
My caucus and Democrats are adamant that we must protect the health care of the American people.
House Speaker Mike Johnson canceled plans for the chamber to return to Washington next week, a move that effectively puts pressure on the Senate to act.
So the House will come back into session and do its work as soon as Chuck Schumer allows us to reopen the government. That's plain and simple.
Meanwhile, the White House is threatening to lay off thousands of federal employees, adding that the move will cut costs.
Nobody wants to do that, but sometimes in government you have to make tough decisions.
The ongoing government shutdown means a number of federal workers, including TSA agents at airports, will have to continue work without pay. The shutdown is also expected to continue to impact a number of museums and national parks. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
Big plans seem to be in the works to arrest James Comey before his upcoming arraignment. CBS News reports the FBI is considering a, quote, showy arrest and perp walk of its former director. The agency also suspended an agent who refused to take part in the plan. Comey was indicted on charges of lying to Congress, which he denies. His arraignment is set for Thursday.
British police say they're questioning 6 people in connection to a deadly synagogue attack. Earlier this week, a man rammed his car into people in Manchester, attacked them with a knife, and tried to get inside the synagogue. That man was shot and killed by police, and 2 others died. Investigators believe the attacker may have been influenced by extreme Islamist ideology. They are trying to see if the man acted alone.
One step closer to an end to the war between Israel and Hamas after both sides agreed to parts of a deal brokered by President Trump. Hamas said in a statement that while they agreed to parts of the peace deal, including the demand to release all hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners, the group suggested other portions of the deal should be subject to negotiation. President Trump said on Truth Social that Israel must stop the bombing of Gaza so the hostages can get out safely and quickly. Last night, Israel said it was ready to implement the first phase of President Trump's plan.
Ahead here at 8, a journalist covering immigration here in the U.S. is arrested and deported.
Plus, sounding the alarm, local city officials discussing the flaws